It's now time to create the slime attack game object. The slime attack game object is the one that's going to attach to the antenna of the player and emit the projectile for our attack. As we saw with the lightning attack, frost attack, and stink attack, the actual base object, or what we're calling the emitter or the weapon, has a very similar particle system. So just like with the rest of those, I'm going to start by just copying the particle system component of one of them. I'm going to expand the boy game object, and then the antenna game object, and this time I'm going to click on the stink attack. I'm going to right click on the particle system component and just copy that component. Now I'm going to right click on the antenna game object and select create empty. I'll rename this slime attack. With slime attack selected, I'm going to click on the cog icon in the upper right hand corner of the inspector view and select paste component as new. Now I can simply move through the modules and modify the properties that need to be changed. Like the others, the duration, looping, and play on awake can be left alone. The start lifetime, however, will be reduced down to 0.8. Additionally, the start speed is going to be changed to 0. The start size will be increased to 0.8 as well. The rotation can be left the same, however I will change the start color. I'm going to modify this to be 92, 251, 0. I'm going to leave everything else the same. The emission can be left the same, as well as the shape. I am, however, going to modify the color over lifetime to no longer use this particular gradient. Instead, I'm going to make the first color 37, 231, 0. Then I'm going to modify the second color to be 15, 182, 9. After that, I'm going to go to the color by speed module, and I'll change the right hand color to be 196, 255, 173. I can now leave the rest of the modules alone, and again, just like I did with the stink attack, I've been setting all of these values without actually looking at it. So allow me to double click on slime attack, and we can see what it looks like. We can see that the particles themselves aren't really moving because we set their speed to 0. However, gravity is slowly pulling them down. Now that the particle system on our slime attack is complete, we're going to go ahead and add the slime attack script, which is going to control the attacking logic. I'll click add component, scripts, then I will find the slime attack script. I'm going to leave the cooldown at 3.5, however I need to change the what is shootable layer. In this case, I'm going to choose shootable so this weapon can attack enemies on the shootable layer. Under weapon references, it's looking for a slime projectile, which we don't have yet, and a target reticule. I'm going to go ahead and locate the slime select ring game object and click and drag that onto the slime attack. Then I'm going to go ahead and move it so it's close to the player. That way they're just close together in case I ever need to see both at the same time. Clicking back on slime attack, back where it says weapon references, I'm going to click and drag the slime select ring onto the target reticule. Just like with stink attack, I'm going to leave the reticule colors the way they are. At this point, the slime attack is done except for the projectile. We obviously won't be able to use it yet, but I'd like to try it out and at least see the reticule move around. The last thing I need to do to hook this attack into the player is to click on the boy game object and then scroll down to the player attack script. I'm going to click and drag the slime attack game object onto the slime attack property of the player attack script. Then I'm going to change the number of attacks to be 4. Finally, I'm going to click on the slime attack game object, and as we did with the other ones, since the lightning attack is the first one activated, I'm going to disable the slime attack. Now I'll press play, and then I will tab over to the slime attack. We can see the reticule is red because we do not have a valid target selected. If I mouse over a valid target, it snaps to that target and turns green. Now I could run all over this level, and then when I did eventually fire, the projectile would track to the enemy and hit him every time. In the next section, we're going to create the projectile And then we'll be able to test out this weapon properly.